Well, it's raining outside this afternoon, some thunder rumbling in the distance, and the wind's blowing through the trees, so I decided this was a perfect opportune time to tell another story. Got me in the mood. And today I want to tell a really good one about a man named George who was on his way home one night from a get-together with some friends. As he was traveling along the highway, he was weaving from side to side. He'd had a little bit too much out of the bottle earlier that evening, if you know what I mean, and a highway patrol officer caught sight of him. The officer pulled him over and ordered George to get out of the car. Then he proceeded to put George through the usual tests, try to make him walk a straight line, do a breathalyzer. All the while George is stammering, I haven't had that much to drink, which is the usual response from someone who's drunk. So the officer chuckled to himself and started to proceed with the arrest, but before he could apprehend George, on the other side of the highway, two cars collided and spun off the side of the highway. The officer, quickly forgetting about George, sprinted across the highway to go try to assist the two vehicles. Meanwhile, George took this as an opportune time to make his getaway, so he hopped into the car and sped off into the night, somehow managing to make it home safely. He screeched on into the garage and parked the car and got out and managed to slap the button a few times till the door closed, and he stumbled into the house where his wife was waiting for him. "Oh, George, what are you up to again?" He quickly stammered out, "Honey, if anybody asks, I was here all night." His wife put him in bed and decided to let him sleep it off. Early the next morning, someone pounded on the front door. His wife answered, and the police asked to see George. He came out, completely in a hangover, his head pounding, he could barely keep his eyes open, and he denied being anywhere, and his wife backed him up. "Oh, he was here the whole night, he just isn't feeling well." The officer asked to see the inside of their garage. So George's wife walked the officer over to the garage and opened the door. There inside, the motor running, the lights still spinning on top, was the highway patrol officer's car. Unfortunately, George had hopped into the wrong car to make his getaway. So he wasn't getting off quite that easy. And he was apprehended not only for his DUI, but for stealing the officer's car. So, ladies and gentlemen, don't drink and drive. It's not very smart. Hope you enjoyed. Have a good evening.